Hi, guys, and welcome to our WWE Elimination Chamber, prediction video, for 2022. And look who's back. Yes, Laura is, she's back. Yes, it's Laura's first video on the channel in a few months, because I think Laura's last video was Survivor Series in November. So it's good. Yeah, it's great to have you back, Laura. It's been a hectic few months for her, so she's been understandably very busy, but it's good to have her back for this video. So Elimination Chamber. Usually is the pay-per-view like building up to WrestleMania. It was last year and the years before that. And this year is taking place in Saudi Arabia. Okay, it should be interesting. It's a cool little spin on Elimination Chamber, I guess, taking place in Saudi Arabia. And yeah, on paper, I think we've got a pretty good-looking card at the minute. There's some good-looking matches. Some matches which I'm a bit about, but there's other matches which I'm like, oh yes, this should on paper this looks like a really good show. So yeah, Laura, are you looking forward to Elimination Chamber?
I am. I say it's on at a sensible time, which I've just said before we came on, and
yeah,
it just means you can sit down, relax, enjoy it, not have to worry about getting up for work the next day. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I like the fact it's in Saudi as well, so it'd be slightly different. And yeah, the run up to WrestleMania, so I'm very excited.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get started then. So, all right then. Okay. So the first match we will start off with is a tag team match. Yes. So we have Ronda Rousey and Naomi going up against Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. I don't know how to feel about this match. Of course, Ronda Rousey came back at the Royal Rumble. She won after being gone for 3 years. But yeah, she was one of my picks anyway. And now she's picked Charlotte to face at WrestleMania for the SmackDown belt. So that's a feud going on. And we've also got Naomi and Sonya Deville. They're also feuding, kind of. It's weird, like now both of these feuds have combined, obviously, with what happened on SmackDown, with Ronda coming out and saving Naomi getting beaten up by Charlotte and Sonya Deville. So now we have a match. Laura, who have you got? Ronda and Naomi, or Charlotte and Sonya?
Just purely for Ronda being back, and she's just such a fierce competitor, and I just can't see it doing her any favors by then her not winning a tag team match. And I like Naomi as well. You know, she could do with being pushed back up to the top because she's a really good wrestler as well.
Yeah.
So I think I'd stick with them. And yeah, so it's really weird seeing Sonya kind of getting back involved again, like in the wrestling side of stuff. And
yeah,
but I think on this occasion I'll just stick with Ronda because it's Ronda.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ronda and Naomi are going to win, because even if Naomi got pinned, that still counts as a loss for Ronda, and I don't think they want to give her a loss. No. They want to keep her looking strong heading into her match with Charlotte at WrestleMania. So yeah, I too am going with them. I just think although maybe you could see Charlotte pulling off a cheeky win, and that gets her, that builds heat for their feud for WrestleMania. But I think Charlotte and Sonya are going to lose. So yeah, it should be a fine match. Yeah. I'm sure Ronda and Charlotte will have a little face off during the match, like all that, because to build up their big match for WrestleMania. Okay, let's move on. Oh dear me. Oh. Okay. So we've got a Falls Count Anywhere match. Yes, with Drew McIntyre going up against Madcap Moss with Happy Corbin.
I really hate this. Really, really hate it.
Why is this feud continuing? This was a match at day one, which Drew won. But then Corbin and Moss beat up Drew backstage, and Drew was out for a little bit with a real injury. But then he came back at the Rumble and beat up Corbin and Moss. So you think, okay, it's done. But now they're continuing. They're continuing it, and it's like, I don't care.
It's plastic now, isn't it? It was good whilst it started, but then
it was never good.
No, I say it was a push at the start, but it's too overplayed now. No need to say goodbye to it and lock it away in a dark room and never see it again and never speak about it again.
I mean, I love Drew. Drew's one of my favorite guys, but and Madcap Moss, he's actually quite a good wrestler when he's not goofing around with Corbin, because him and Drew actually had an okay match at day one. It's just I'm just done with this feud, and I think this is just a filler feud to keep Drew busy. And hopefully they've got bigger plans for him at WrestleMania, but maybe not, because I've heard rumors he might be facing Corbin at WrestleMania, and they're going to save maybe Drew and Roman for SummerSlam. Maybe we'll see. But obviously Drew McIntyre to win. Please absolutely. Move on.
No, I'm exactly the same. Definitely Drew to win. Happy Corbin makes my blood boil. It's just really, I don't know. There's just something about it. His the way he plays it is really. I think it does what he's meant to do. Like, it's meant to annoy people, but it just, I'm done with it. Like, just move on.
Yeah, he is. I'll give Corbin credit. Corbin is a really good heel. Like, he has the characters spot on. So you're meant, if you hate him, I think he's doing his job.
He's done his job.
But it's just, move on, please. I just want to see Drew back in the title picture. It's been a while now, so fingers crossed. Okay, so yes, moving on to something a bit better. Let's have a look. Okay, yes, we have a tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Yes, we have the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, defending their belts up against the Viking Raiders. Yes, Eric and Ivar. And okay, this should be good, because I really like the Viking Raiders. I think they're extremely underrated, especially Ivar. That guy's just a powerhouse, and I know, they're really good. I mean, the Viking Raiders were Raw Tag Team Champions, weren't they? I think about 2 years ago, but it was a very, very forgettable reign. But now they're in like a little feud with the Usos, and it should be good. This should be a very good match, because two very good tag teams. There should be some good spots. Laura, but who have you got? The Usos or VR?
Good question. I like the Usos a lot. Yeah, they are good.
More than Liam. More than Liam.
Liam.
I hate the Usos.
I like them, but just that powerfulness and everything else about the Viking Raiders is possibly pushing me towards them. But I just can't see it happening yet. I think it could go on like backwards and forwards for a little bit, and then they win. I can't see the Usos, handing over tag titles at all. I just can't see why, or it's not for now. But I'll stick with the Usos.
Okay. I sadly am going with the Usos as well. I'd love the Viking Raiders to win, because, like I said, they're probably one of my favorite tag teams in the company. I know they haven't done that much recently, but when they get given a chance, they're really good. Like back in NXT, they were amazing in NXT, and I think they've never really got a chance to show how good they are after being on the main roster for like 3 years now. But I think the Usos will retain. I think the Usos are going to keep the belts probably till WrestleMania. till WrestleMania, I think, at least. Then they might drop them maybe in like a ladder match at WrestleMania. Then, but it should be a good match, though. It should be a very good match.
It'll be a good match. Yeah, it will be a good match.
Okay, moving on. Let's continue. Let's go with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Yes, for a WWE Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania 38. So yes, the winner of this match will go on to face Becky or Lita at WrestleMania 38. So the competitors are Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Doudrop, Nikki A.S.H, and to be confirmed. So yes, there's still one woman who's not been announced for this match. Probably will be on Raw tomorrow. I think it's going to be Asuka. Good Asuka, Alexa Bliss, or
could we see a return of Lacey Evans?
Yeah, Lacey Evans. She's been gone for about a year now, so maybe Lacey Evans. So, but right now we'll just focus on the other 5 women. But like I said, our prediction can be subject to change based on who comes back, because if someone comes back, we think might win. So, and it's a bit tricky, this match, because I think apart from Doudrop and Nikki A.S.H, I think Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair have all got a good chance of winning to go and face Becky at WrestleMania. Spoiler. I think to face spoiler for the match to face Becky at WrestleMania. And I'll start. I think Liv Morgan right now. I'm going to go with Liv Morgan because I think it's her time. You know, Bianca Belair, as good as she is, she already had a title match at WrestleMania last year, so maybe give her the year off and maybe give her something else. Who else have I forgotten? Who else is in the match? I've forgotten already. Oh no, Rhea Ripley's a good shout because she was Raw Women's Champion last year, but ever since she lost it to Charlotte, she's kind of gone down the card a little bit. Tag team stuff with Nikki A.S.H, bit rubbish. Doudrop, she just faced Becky at the Royal Rumble, so maybe not. So I'm going to say Liv Morgan. I think she's got the best chance. Maybe until we see who gets announced on Monday, maybe Asuka or say And for now, I'm going to say Liv Morgan because I think if they're going to give her a championship match at WrestleMania, this is like the last chance, isn't it? At the Chamber. So I'm going to go with Liv Morgan, and she faces Becky for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. So yeah, Laura, who have you got?
Exactly the same. Liv Morgan deserves a bloody good shot this time because every time she's come up at these big matches and she's lost again, and everyone is getting so frustrated because she is so likable and she's so good, is that she 100% deserves the match at WrestleMania, and this is it. This is the chance. So unless like you said, Bianca's had the run last year. Rhea had her chance as well, and Liv is she's just on the edge, and she just needs that last hurdle to cross. So yeah, I think she's fab. I love her. So it's Liv Morgan for me.
Yeah, okay, because she's been pinned a lot lately too. Doudrop's pinned her twice, I think, on Raw recently. So she's kind of getting beaten down. So hopefully she gets a big underdog victory. And of course she lost to Becky at day one. So yeah, okay, both with Liv Morgan, but that's maybe some change based on who may be announced on Monday. And nobody's ready for Asuka. We'll see. I think Asuka's probably back up, or maybe Alexa Bliss. Though I'm really not bothered about Alexa Bliss anymore. I just, even now she's having the counselling sessions on Raw. It's like, who cares? Moving on. Okay, we have a match which I'm pretty excited for. Yes, we have a singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Yes, we have Becky Lynch defending the belts up against Lita. Oh my goodness, Lita is back. I know she was in the Rumble, but in like a proper singles match. I think this is her first proper singles match in a long time. So it's great to see Lita back, and her and Becky had a good promo battle. You know how Becky grew up watching Lita in the Attitude Era, and now here we go. This is a bit of a icon versus icon. I think the man versus, well, she's not called a man anymore, but Becky and Lita. So yes, it should be a good match. I'm hoping. I'm sure Lita can still go, even though she's probably she's in the mid-40s, so she's not like
she's fit as anything.
Yeah, she still keeps in shape. I'm sure she may be a bit slower than what she was like 10, 15 years ago, but I think Becky's going to make sure they have a good match together. Yeah. And I think it's going to be good. I think Lita's going to come close a few times with a few moonsaults, a few twist of fates. But personally, I think she's just been brought back as like a legend just for Becky to win. For Lita to put her over. But anyway, Laura, who have you got, Becky or Lita?
Just because it's, I say, almost a childhood dream come true. It sounds a bit cheesy, but I would love for Lita to just win one more match. So in that instance, then my decision is with her, not Becky. Sorry.
You're going with Lita?
I am going with Lita. I think she deserves one more win.
Wow. Okay, that's a big gamble.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You're going with Lita. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I'm assuming you're going with Becky after that reaction.
No. What do you say? Sorry.
I assume you're going with Becky after that reaction.
I know. I think Becky's definitely winning. I don't think Lita's got a chance in hell. I think she's just been brought back just as a legend to put Becky over. I think it would be crazy for Becky to drop the belt right before WrestleMania, I think. But you never know. It could happen. It could be a huge shock moment. But I just think Becky deserves to hold it to WrestleMania. As much as we all love Lita, but yeah, I'm going with Becky Lynch. But I'm sure after the match they may shake hands or something, or maybe Lita just like a bow to the crowd, like it was like one last good match or something. I don't know, but I'm going with Becky to retain. Yeah, sorry, Lita. Sorry. Okay, should be a good match then. I'm sure it'll be a very good match.
It will be good.
Okay, what's left? Okay, we have 2 matches left. Oh, okay, let's get out of the way. All right then. So we have a singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. Yes, we have Tribal Chief, head of the table. Yes, Roman Reigns defending his belts with Paul Heyman, going up against Goldberg. Okay, so I might go on a bit of a tangent here. Okay, I won't. So yes, Goldberg's back and doing what he does best. He just gets a title match. It's like
he waltzes in, gets his title match, and he waltzes back out again.
So, oh God, I like Goldberg. Don't get me wrong, he's a legend, a Hall of Famer, but at this point in his career, he's what, 55, I think now. Why does he just come back and get title matches over and over and over again? This is like, this has been happening since 2020. He challenged The Fiend, just got the match. Last year, he challenged Drew and Bobby Lashley. He just got the match. He didn't have to win the Royal Rumble. He didn't have to win the #1 contendership match. He just gets the match. The booking is ridiculous. And now here we go again with Roman Reigns. He just comes back. You're my next victim. And the match is announced. He doesn't... it's ridiculous. Yeah. Now, but I get this was a match that was meant to happen at WrestleMania 36, Roman and Goldberg back when Goldberg was Universal Champion, but it didn't happen because Roman pulled out because of COVID. So, yeah, I'm semi-excited to see what's going to happen. Goldberg and Roman in the same ring. I'm sure it's going to be a fun, probably spears.
Spear fest.
It's just going to be a bunch of finishes really for 5 minutes. But yeah. A fully 100% Roman Reigns to retain. I would be astounded if Goldberg won and ended Roman Reigns' like legendary title reign, like what, over 500 days now? No chance in hell. I think it's the same with Lita. Goldberg, a legend, he's been brought in just for Roman. It's a big win for Roman to put, like, it's a legend to cross off his long list of people he's beaten as champion. So yeah, I'm sure Goldberg will probably hit a jackhammer and he'll nearly win, but then Paul Heyman of the Usos might come out and help Roman win or cheat. So yeah, Roman Reigns to retain 100%. And this has got to be the end of Goldberg's title matches because, like I said, apart from Bobby Lashley at Crown Jewel, every match he's had for the last 2 years have all been for the World Championships. It's got to end at some point. So yeah, Goldberg to lose and then maybe have one more match, his retirement match maybe at WrestleMania. So yeah, Roman to win. Laura, who've you got?
There's only one answer for this, and it's Roman Reigns. Yeah. There is no chance at all that Goldberg comes in, takes everything, and just ruins the 500+ day reign from Roman. It's not happening. And if it does, I think I will be speechless. I
think we all will.
Yeah. It won't do the company any favours, I don't think, if he was to win. I think it would just go, eye roll moment. What was the point? Say.
Well, Goldberg doesn't have a good record in title matches. He lost to Lashley at SummerSlam. He lost to Drew at the Royal Rumble last year. So he's actually lost his last. Oh, and of course, to WrestleMania, he lost to Braun. He lost the belt to Braun. So his last 3 title matches, he lost all 3 of them. So now hopefully it's 4, and that could be the end of it with Roman. And then maybe, like I said, he has a retirement match at WrestleMania 38, and that's like his bowing out moment. I like Goldberg. I love Goldberg. But I just think they've booked him so bad the last few years, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. So yeah, hopefully it ends here. So yeah,
Roman, like you say, I think with help from the Usos or Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
As always.
Roman could win clean. Maybe he just gets Goldberg in a guillotine choke and Goldberg passes out. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Roman definitely.
And then Goldberg runs on to like save the day, and then he gets beaten.
Oh, God. Oh, don't bring up Goldberg's son. They used that in the Bobby Lashley feud, didn't they? You know.
That was awful, wasn't it?
Wasn't good. Okay. Speaking of Bobby Lashley, let's get to the main event. Well, I think it might be the main event. Yes, the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship, which is on the line. So yes, Bobby Lashley will defend championship in the Elimination Chamber, of course, after just recently beating Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. So so in this match looks really good on paper. So we've got Seth Rollins, Riddle, AJ Styles, Austin Theory, who's getting a big push at the minute, and Brock Lesnar is in this match as well. Like, yes, they're the big Brock. What is Brock doing in this match? He won the Royal Rumble. He's facing Roman at WrestleMania. So why?
Why?
Because he lost the belt.
Something's gonna happen.
Yes, on paper, this should be a really good Elimination Chamber match, because what a lineup! Even on Austin Theory, you know, he's getting like he's like the big underdog in this match. But yeah, I think this is going to be good. And I need to have a little think about who's going to win, because this is a little tricky. But Laura, who have you got? So who's walking out of Elimination Chamber with the title?
Only because I wanted him to win the Rumble and he didn't win. It's got to be Riddle. It's got to be. He needs his chance. I used to hate him with an absolute passion, but that man has grown on me so much. And he, if anyone, and I'm not, well, I say they all deserve it, but as a shock decision, I am going with Riddle. And I'm just, I'm looking at the lineup now and I'm thinking it could be any one of them. But
well, apart from Austin Theory, he's definitely not winning.
He's you know what? I don't like him either, but I can guarantee you'll grow on me like Riddle did, because they're just a bit goofy and a bit dopey and a bit, I say young. You know, like they come across as really like young. I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah, I think Austin Theory will put up a good fight. AJ Styles is AJ Styles. Bobby Lashley and Brock are going to clash. That's going to be amazing. And Seth's amazing as well. But I've got to say Riddle. I've just got to do it. Sorry. I'm not even going to apologise for choosing him, because I really want him to.
Well, you may be onto something, because Riddle apparently was originally meant to win the Rumble, but then plans changed and Brock won it last minute. So maybe he does. It is tricky. I think everyone's got a good, semi-good chance. I think there's a few favourites. I think I want Bobby Lashley to retain, because he just won the belt back at the Royal Rumble. But I'm going with my head. I think Brock's winning. I can't believe that. I'm going with Brock, because what I think they're going to do is they're going to have Roman and Brock at WrestleMania. It's going to be title versus title, which no one wants to. Which no one.
Shout.
Yeah, it's been heavily rumored that's what they want. So Brock's going to win the belt. Brock's going to win the belt back, which I don't want to see. What was the point in him losing the belt to Bobby Lashley at the Rumble if he's just going to win it back here? I just think I can't see Brock losing, because so I think Brock's going to win the belt back, and then main event of WrestleMania 38, Brock Roman title v title, well, a title for title, and maybe they unify the belts after the WrestleMania. So yeah, I don't want Brock to win. I want Lashley to retain, because what was the point in giving Lashley a 3-week reign as champion? Poor Bobby Lashley. He deserves a longer reign than that. I don't think AJ's winning, because I think we're going to get AJ and Seth at WrestleMania. Sorry, no, AJ and Edge at WrestleMania. Seth,
that would be crap.
Yeah, that's been rumored. Don't think Seth's winning. Or Seth's a good shout, because he just lost to Roman at the Rumble. Riddle, maybe that could be a huge shock, like you said. I think the only one who definitely isn't winning is Austin Theory. But what a push Austin Theory's getting, though. He's very young. Vince obviously loves him, and he's in this match with all these really top tier competitors. Former world champions with Brock, AJ, and Seth. So yeah, okay, I'm going with Brock Lesnar. I don't want him to win, but I think he's going to win. So yeah, Brock Lesnar to walk out with the championship, and yeah, it's title versus title at WrestleMania. Yeah. With Roman.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so that really, I think that's awful. I don't want. That means we won't get a world championship match at WrestleMania. It kind of. And Brock. Oh, it's just Brock getting overbooked, in my opinion. I don't want to see Brock. I mean, we're already getting Brock and Roman, which I'm not that excited for, to be honest, because we've already had that match twice and it wasn't so at WrestleMania. But we'll talk about that in our WrestleMania
we'll
video.
get there.
Because I'm not WrestleMania this year is looking a bit, but that's only 2 matches. But we'll see. So okay. So yes, thank you very much for joining me, Laura. It's been a pleasure having you back. Yes, Laura. Hopefully Liam, because we haven't seen Liam in ages. Hopefully Laura, Liam,
we'll get him in for WrestleMania.
Yes, I think Liam's last video was Extreme Rules. That was a long time ago now. So yeah, and Callum, who's obviously been a regular. We did day one of the Rumble together. So yes, so our next video now won't be for a while because there's no pay-per-view in March. So the next pay-per-view is WrestleMania 38. So the 4 of us will be back for WrestleMania 38 predictions, probably in late March. So yes, we're back with a big one. That'll be a long video, probably like an hour long. God. So yes. So yes, we hope you all enjoy Elimination Chamber next today. Yes, I'm sure it's going to be a really fun show for the most part. So yes. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for joining me, Laura, and we hope you all enjoy Elimination Chamber. Bye, guys.